looks good. That looks good. Nice, nice. Oh, hi there. Welcome to the History Hunter. Today, guys, you're going to see something spectacular. What am I doing here? I'm just sorting out all the shadow boxes that we created to give away to our Patreon team members. All our supporters will in the end get something great. So you can either become a Patreon team member. There are links under the video for that, or you can give some PayPal donations or super thanks donations. It is all up to you. Nevertheless, but by the way, the most important thing you have to do is to watch this video in full. Don't skip it. Just watch it in full. The YouTube algorithm will help us tremendously and we can grow and share even more material. But today, guys, you're going to see something spectacular. Me and Eagle Eyes, my son, we went out and found a absolutely incredible German World War II location on the coastline where the Germans installed huge artillery guns. And there are a lot of very unique features there. One of the most incredible things that are there is a fire and control bunker, which was pretty tough to get to be honest. Nevertheless, let's go out, let's go back in time and share this wonderful place with all of you guys. Welcome to the History Hunter. Welcome to our adventures with the World War II time frame. Out here on the Great World War II Challenge Tour, and believe me, it's been amazingly challenging, and today will probably be another challenging day because it's going to be very, very hot. But we are out here doing what we really do, that is to find and share World War II history. And as I said, today's story is actually going to surprise you because there's quite a lot of things in the terrain here. It's just a matter of finding it. So, you guys are enjoying this trip?
Yeah.
So where is this place?
Up to the top there.
Up there?
There.
That is extremely steep. But okay, if we have to go, we have to go. When you see this God-forsaken area, you think, who would mind to have anything here? And why? Well, this place is very important strategically for the Germans, because it's on the Atlantic Wall, and they really wanted to make sure that they could protect the areas of the ocean and the lands areas that they wanted. So to do that, they needed to have high ground, and believe me, this is the highest grounds you can find. And we will definitely share that with you and show you the details that they had there. But this is a coastal artillery, and it was the army who took here or took control and ran the coastal artillery positions, as they had some huge guns here, but also you're going to see some other features that they installed on the top of this mountainside. And not to forget the incredible view that you're going to see on the top there. So right here, it's starting to flat out a little bit. And we are definitely gonna go all the way to the top. This place was also used post-war, but the installations that the Germans put up here are fully visible even today. But I think we're getting close to one of the first pretty spectacular features on the top, just behind that ridge there. Are you ready for a spectacular view? Hey! That is what this place is all about. It's about having control of the waterways around here. And this is, as you can see, low ground, high ground. High ground is the place to be. And it's from here that you control everything. And what is here is pretty spectacular when you see where they placed it. It's an artillery position with several huge guns, and there are features all over the hillsides here. So we're going to pick them one by one and lead you through this area, and in the end we're going to end up there at the fire and control bunker. That is an observation turret, steel domed, and there's a bunker underneath and a tunnel system that you went into. It's not open or accessible today, but you can see it had full advantage over here. This is modified, this is more modern type, but once upon a time they had a range finder here, so they could easily find the range to the different targets out there. That is another little feature. It looks to be like a bunker. Most likely it's one of the crew shelters that is on the top of the ridge here, and further down that's one of the gun positions, so we're going to check that out as well. This is actually a observation bunker, and with the vegetation away here you can definitely see that you have a good vantage point, and I see that the entrance is on the other side there. What do we have there, Eagle Eyes?
It's a cable rock.
And what's the
It
purpose?
tells the Germans where the cable is in the ground.
That is a cable rock, and if you look around in the terrain you'll find several of these, meaning there's a cable trench down here, so their cables can be found in the terrain. And you can see there was a little square cut out right here, but right here, that is where you can see the observation bunker a little bit better. Just a tiny little opening there, and they can then have 360-degree views around. Let's see if we can find the entrance and go into it. Yeah, here we are. Simple little construction, concrete wall roofs, and then maybe they had communication equipment coming in, and basically they could see in 3 directions. So you can see this is the view over there, and then they could switch over to this side here and continue viewing out and just observe. And these crew members would most likely find the direction to whatever threat or whatever thing they observed, and then the direction and all of that would go to a firing solution team. They would calculate a lot of stuff, and then the order was given to the gun crews, and boom, they fired. Here is actually the leftover of the bunker oven that once heated this little spot here, and that was very necessary to keep the troops warm here, because I can promise you it would get very, very cold up here. All right, Eagle Eyes, let's continue, see if we can find more of the features here. We're going to go down to a gun position. Before we continue, I just want to say a massive thank you to all our Patreon team members. It is so greatly appreciated. You definitely know who you are, and we are collecting a lot of special material for your eyes only. But before we left, I also promised I'll make a shout out and I say thank you to all of you who helped us out with a super thanks and PayPal donation. And look guys, you are here with us. Each and every one of you helped us to come out to this location and find and share great history with all of you. And I thank you for letting me have the opportunity to take Eagle Eyes out there and share with all of you. And in a way, you are historical, because every time you see this video, you can see that you made that come true. So thank you for that. But not only that, quite a lot of you helped us out with a PayPal donation. And I just want to say a huge thank you to each and every one of you who made this trip come true. The Great World War II Challenge Tour is really challenging. I can promise you that. We already wrapped up more than 25 explorers. And when you see them come out, you can really understand how tough it is to be out here. But you guys, you really did it so we can do this. So I thank you so much for your very kind support.
Thank you everybody for your very kind support to us.
Yes, absolutely. Let's continue this little explore here. Eagle Eyes is looking for a 15-centimeter gun position, a gun pit. And that was a formidable gun. You can imagine something like this. That would really roar out here into the ocean if they fire that. There's a large circular thing here. Is that really the 15-centimeter gun position? You can see there's a lot of concrete around here. We do think, yeah, there are the munition pockets. You can see here. They're like modules they put up here. This around here, I don't know why they casted this huge circle of concrete around, but it could be to protect or prevent some of blast dust coming up when they fired it. So yeah, this is the first 15-centimeter gun position. You can imagine maybe something like this. That is heavy duty activity. Now we're gonna go over to this position here, and we just have to figure out how to get there. This is a part of the Atlantic Wall fortification line. Hitler ordered tens of thousands of structures to be built to protect the coastline from the south of France to the top of Scandinavia. And along this coastline there were thousands upon thousands of different structures, and all with one purpose: to be able to take out the enemy who tried to come here and invade and take away what the Germans invaded. So that is basically why these positions are here, and that was almost on a direct order from Hitler himself. There's a huge something going on right here. I think maybe there's a bunker underneath us here, guys. Could be a munition storage as well. And you can see that is the gun position right there. But right here, these are the hooks for the camo canvas. They will stretch that over any openings, and suddenly, boom, down there, very, very deep down there, that is the entrances. But unfortunately, it's cast shut. I don't know how stupid that is. Sometimes they say it's because they don't want people to get hurt and blah blah blah. But why are they open in 90% of the other locations? So it's a bit stupid to see that that is what they do. Close off everything and you can't have access to anything. But at least we can show you how the layout is. And here is that pit for that massive 15 centimeter gun. And again, you can see there are quite some dimensions on this area, and I can see a very cool detail in one of the slots, so let's go down and check that out. The crews would come in from here. It's very crude. The scaffolding was very often just sticks put down and they poured in concrete, but there's a very cool little detail here. Do you see it, guys?
I do.
Right there is one of the original, see that? Electrical connector boxes. And it's still there. It's missing the bottom part and the lid and the everything inside. Probably someone took it because the scavengers after the war needed metal, and that is very often when that was taken. But it's so cool to see that it's actually still here. So here you can see this is where Hans, Wilhelm and Friedrich and Reinhard, they all came to this position. They were sent here all the way from Bremen or Hamburg or whatever, and they were told that this is where you serve your fatherland. And in a way, imagine this wonderful summer day like today with 18 degrees Celsius, just a couple of meters a second wind, warm, good. Well, it's much better than Leningrad or Stalingrad, but if you are here in the middle of the worst blizzards, you will have like 50 meters a second, 25 minus Celsius, and I can promise you it will be a challenge just to keep these guns from not kind of just freezing rock steady. It will be a really heavy challenge indeed. So in here you have the massive bunker, which is the crew shelter, at the same time ammunition storage, I think, and these are just the small munition storages. You can see here, basically just a storage like this. And the guys could come in, get the needed munition. They had different munition in different of these slots. And then when the firing solution came, all of the crews here were ready, and then boom. There's a lot of strange features around just mounts or whatever they are. And it's everywhere. It is so much that you won't believe it. Some of them looks like just insignificant things, but right here is something that I do recognize. So let me get me up there and I'll show you exactly what that is. These 3 circles indicate something, and eagle eyes know just about what it is. What is it?
It's AA 20mm.
It's an anti-aircraft gun position, 20mm, German. Looks something like this. And the magazines will most likely be right there. And not only that, right here, there's actually a observation bunker. So we're gonna go inside that. We're gonna go into the 20mm position. And eagle eyes, come over here, please. I don't want you to be on the edge there. How cool. So that's what is here. so many features on the top of the mountain, and in the end we're going to take you all the way up there to the fire and control bunker, because that is massive. Passing the 20mm crew right here. They were here with their munition and everything, and then we come down into what I hope is an observation thing. If not, it's just gonna be well, it is. How cool. This is another proof of how structured they were. Now the Germans have another position where they can look out from, and they can decide which vessel here is enemy or not, because out of these slots they could have stereoscopic rangefinders and optics and binoculars. Definitely look at this fantastic position here. They really had full control here. And continue over to this position here. It's a 15cm gun position. There's also a mountain cave system here. I really haven't located it yet, but I do think it's closed off, but we're gonna do our very best to see if we can find that. This 15cm gun position would be just the same as the other one, and they really had the crews practice and drill to be ready for anything. And some of the soldiers here, I read, were actually very good. They actually had one kind of a competition or whatever it was, and a very high-ranking officer visited, and they fired at a moving target being tugged behind the vessel, and they hit it spot on, and he gave out some awards here. I can't remember which type of awards, but he was very impressed actually. So right there, that is that the third or the second gun position? I'm not 100% sure, but this is the 15cm gun pit. Here you can see, same thing, yeah? Oh, there's a bunker behind us, cool. Eagle Eye is Eagle Eyes for a reason. You can see here how it cracks up, just gets destroyed during the years. Heavy duty wind, winter, freezing it up and thawing it. Nevertheless, 15cm gun pit, vroom, can take out whatever they wanted here. Let's have a look at the bunker thing that Eagle Eyes found. It's actually a leftover of a 200-liter fuel drum barrel right there. That was either diesel or something like that inside, and it's still there actually, at least pieces of it. So we have something going on here. Yeah, most definitely. Could that be open? I think that could be the emergency exit actually, so maybe they closed off the main entrance. You can't see it, it is completely covered in whatever, the vegetation there. But this is not marked on the map actually. So very well spotted, Eagle Eye. So I'm gonna see if I can get down there and we'll have a peek inside. Let's see if there is anything to see in here. I'm not sure whether it is, oh, it's a Wellblech. Oh, it's probably just, no. Oh, Eagle Eyes, come in here. This is cool. Gonna crank up the light here. This is a Wellblech system, you see? These are half circles. Are you coming, Eagle Eyes? Yeah. This is a half circle metal thing that they can really quickly set up to create roofs. And you can see not a good quality of concrete in between here. But as you can see, this is more than just a tiny little shelter. This is a larger shelter inside here. This is where the German crew members could stay inside if something happened. And I just have to do that. This is ventilation. Maybe they had a bunker oven there to heat themselves up. It's very humid and wet up there. And as you can see, when you go back, you can see this is the opening. And I think maybe that is where they had a bunker oven, because you can see the ventilation is up there. So it's a shelter for the crews. So if there was an air raid, they would leave the gun position and then they would come down here, take shelter, wait for the action to go away, and then boom, they are exiting out here. That was very cool. And then you can understand why did I shut the other bunker, but you can go in here with all the loose rocks and stuff and kids getting damaged here. Ridiculous sometimes. All right, let's continue. So that one's going to go to Tom. And this one's going to go to Liza. Oh, you're still here. Wow. I guess you're the one who watched the videos in full length. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. I thank you for that. Thank you so much, because that helps the YouTube algorithm to get us going. This place is pretty amazing. There will be a part 2. You probably realize that right now, because we didn't see the fire and control bunker or the other features. So I will make a part 2 now, and you will find a link in the video description here where it says more. Click that, and when the video is released, you can find it there, or otherwise you'll see it. Feel free to help us out. As I said, we do have this wonderful super thanks feature here. Basically your opportunity to help us out to get some gasoline into the fuel tank of our camper van. Go out and share even more great history with you. This is from the Great World War II Challenge Tour, and I can promise you, you will see more than 30 videos from this tour, if not more, and we look so much forward to see you there. All right, we'll meet you in part 2. Stay safe, keep smiling, and before you know it, we will share more history in a very special way. Bye bye.